In round one, newcomer Jack Bonhomme won big time because speedy Brent Post wrecked too many times. The four-wheelers will do it all again next.
You are watching the RRLRC Car Backyard Racing League.
The stage is set for the four-wheel drive round two backyard buggy action from Red Hawk Raceway. Hello folks, I'm Cam Cullen with you on today's call. A quick glance at the series headlines and you can see a new guy, Shemeley. He's filling in the place of Ryan Talameo for Team Tekno. He got absolutely hammered last night. He didn't want a part in this. Chelsea takes advantage in his first race, a little luck of the Irish, wins the B-main narrowly over Darren Greenwood, and he'll make it to the main event. Well, it's an ideal racing day with the slightly sticky track conditions thanks to the rain that rolled through last night and the humidity. A lot of great competitors in this one. The Mod RC starting grid has Post in TQ. There I am in second place, Bonhomme in third, but it's anyone's race as we get going from Red Hawk. And Carnage on the slap landing to start things off. Post, myself, and Bonhomme maintain their positions. The rest of the field got a little jacked up. Here we go around the technical section, down the front stretch, over the slap landing. Oh, and a mistake by Post around turn one. That gives up position to me in the blue buggy, flying down the back straight. Bonhomme hot on my heels. Today's aerial coverage is brought to you by 3D RC, the league's official 3D printing partner. Special shout out to Nick Filardi for operating today's Skycam. He knows more than 10 illegal uses for a drone. Speaking of the devil, let's throw it down to Nick Filardi, who's trackside.
Cars are all dialed up.
Wow, no question there, Nick.
That car sounds like a squealing pig. Cameron with the best lap.
I may have just ran the best lap, but I just made the worst mistake of the race so far. Now neck and neck with Bonhomme in Post. Down the front straight we go. Oh, and it's Bonhomme who emerges out of the scrum in prime position. Post gets the worst end of that one, a reoccurring theme in this series. He tried to overshoot me over the jump and got it wrong. Bonhomme now right where he wants to be. He's up front early and he's not making any mistakes.
Brent on steroids right now.
If you never want to miss a race, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Or don't, I don't care. Flipped over on your screen now is the first victim of lap traffic, Shemeley, racing the Tekno EB410.2. After some modifications, all he had to do was move his rear shock positions and get .2 front and rear arms to make that thing purr. He's making ground on the fifth place Nola. Oh, and I spoke too soon. He made another mistake over that slap landing and contact between myself and Nola, and more contact. That's the second and third place cars tangled up. Post, rough lap for him. Another mistake for him. This is gonna cost him big time. My goodness. Don Greenwood Jr. now to third place. Brent loses position. That was a rough 24-second lap time for the so-called Speed King, who now has Bonhomme on his tail for a lap.
Oh, it's like Tokyo Drift over here.
As the buggies weave down the back straight, let's take a look at Greenwood Jr. from fourth to third place. He is reeling me in lap by lap. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Oh, but what's that? Someone made a mistake. That can't be Post. Could it be him again? We'll have to take a closer look as I narrowly escaped the gaggle of cars. And what do you know, it's Post pushing the envelope a little too hard. It might be our third season running here, and I might sound like a broken record, but depth perception is a problem, hence the ladders. Our halfway point in this one has Bonhomme out front, and I made a mistake down the back straight. That gives some breathing room for Bonhomme out in front. He has over a half of a track length lead now. He goes by Captain Consistency, folks. Take a look at those intervals. 15-second lap times is where you want to be. But I'm looking for win number 2 on this season. Meanwhile, here's our battle for third place. It's Don Jr. and Post.
The Cam Cullen. Oh, you know, there's a wall there, buddy.
That was the Tekno of Shemeley whacking our lap counter tube. No harm, no foul. Greenwood Jr. in his B44.3 trying his best to hold off the B74 of Post. I go by in second place down the back straight. Oh, in contact. Post managed to get by Greenwood Jr., but not without a little bump. This track's getting a little drier as the race progresses, and driving styles and tire treads at the beginning of this one might not be working now. Oh, and I'm making a few mistakes with Post breathing down my neck. Oh, look at this. The piping's been moved and Nola swings in to cut the track backyard racing style. That was Greenwood Jr. with the tube mishap. Oh, and another bump and run for Post. That was on me. He takes over another position. That was second place. Post does not care who stands in his way. A minute and a half to go in this round 2 backyard racing affair, and precious points are on the line. And Post knows that as he catches Nola sleeping around the turn. Wow, Post is on a rampage, and I'm just merely trying to keep up with him in and around the technical section. Very assertive driving by the car of Post. Here's lap traffic. It's Shemeley way down on the brake like Post down turn 4. This action-packed last minute is presented by Mod RC. Go to the links in the description for more details. And it's a mistake for Post. Nice slingshot to second. Oh, and Post can just not go away.
Carnage between Brett and Cam.
Only a few laps to go in our real battles right here for second place. A quick replay shows Post flying into the lap monitor tubing, tying me up. Whoa, in an overtake for second, Post reclaims position. They're going to be side by side down the back straight. Oh, and on the lid I go. I pushed it too hard. That buys Post all sorts of time and will give me all sorts of nightmares. Post now in second place, and only a few laps ago was in fourth place by a mile. The race is on to the checkered flag, and I am on the charge. Oh, and now I'm not. Post manages to slip by and steal second place. I finish in third. Bonhomme takes home the race win, his second in as many races. Great racing to all drivers. The 3DRC Racing A-Main results have Jack on top of the podium, but there was a lot more that went into this story.
The buggy felt great all day. Brent got caught in the air over the jump. I got by, and then after that I kind of disappeared. I'm going to drive my own lines, look ahead of my car, make sure I don't run into an accident. And once you get to a certain comfortable position, just slow down and drive a comfortable pace. You don't have to be on the razor's edge because you're going to make mistakes that way.
In tracks like this, when the traction's a little slick at the beginning and it's a little muddy, I feel at home a little bit with this car. It's an older platform, but as soon as it starts clearing up and stuff, I was really struggling with it out there. But I don't know. I keep feeling like maybe it's time to put that car to pasture, but we'll see. I think I have some changes that I might be able to dial up. Happy again to finish fourth, still kind of in that dark horse spot. I think it's a very unique and different challenge racing in this kind of environment.
Farm jokes aside, Don Jr. is like a sleeping bull in fourth place and can bulldoze past me in third place with one good run. Post found a way to salvage his day, trying his best to keep up with Captain Consistency atop the points. Meanwhile, in the bottom 4, Talamayo still sleeping off that hangover, losing 3 spots on the grid to the new lucky racer Shemeley, the drone expert Velarde, and the other half of the Greenwood brothers. Thank you for watching. For Cam Cullen and Nick Velarde, we'll see you next time at RRLRC Backyard Racing.